When I think about courage, I think it depends on what situation you are in. 'Cause yesterday, I saw a man that I was told this guy tied two wires between the twin towers and he went through it balancing. And I said, wow, for that I need a special courage. Only him can do it, you know. So, and I say like it depends what you're facing. For some guys, yeah, maybe I'm gonna go a bit cheeky here. I have a lot of white boyfriends who are complaining too much. And so I told them, you want your courage about a chick, go and get a black chick, and try to give your best shot, and you'll never go back. You know, once you face that courage, because it's before you go and fight a lion, if you're able to accommodate a woman, I know many of you knows, you like a chick, you're scared to go and tell her. You need a courage, you need that spirit in you to go. But maybe I just want to tell ladies for you guys to learn too, so that the guy is fake. A lot of players have got so much courage, so they'll come and talk to you. The guy who really love you will actually shake, baby, then that's a real one. So, so going back to courage, I just want to mix the story a bit, because if I go deep into telling the story, it's too deep. But now I just want to take you guys through a long journey of my life. A part of my journey where I got to learn a lot of things, and that's where I gathered my strengths from. And I'm going to share it. This is how it goes. So one morning, I was in a place called Juba. It's a town that the SPLA were trying to capture. So I was one of the child soldiers among those kids who were there. So one of my friends just tapped me on my back, around, I think, 4 a.m. and told me, Emmanuel, wake up. Then I said, what's happened? He just told, wake up. So I went to the stores, and I thought it's the normal way whereby you just go to the battlefield and carry ammunition or carry food to the soldiers in the front line. So I woke up, we went to the stores, and we carried our luggage. But I noticed we are going a different direction. We are not going toward the direction at which we normally go to. And so after we crossed the river on the other side, and I asked him, where are we going? Then he told me, actually, we are going to see our families. The war, things have gone bad. Now we may not win the city. So we have to go. I was so happy in my mind. I was dreaming about the pictures of trying to find where I can find my brothers and sisters, and I was so excited. But what he told me is, we've been planning this for 6 months, but we did not tell you because you have a big mouth, and everybody was going to know about it, and we'll be in trouble. But he told me, I carry some of your stuff, it's okay. So it was kind of ouch, but it was the truth, because at that time, you can't tell me a secret. I'll tell everybody. Now you guys can't trust me with anything. I won't tell anybody. So we move on with the journey. So we had enough food. The first 1 month, we had everything that we needed. Then after 1 month, we ran out of food. And so we're told to apply the basic soldier skills. And when we're being addressed on where we are going, we're told it was going to take a month. But the journey took us 3 months. And so from here, we started applying the basic skills that we're taught. So some started eating the leaves of the trees, roots, anything that they can find, they will dig and eat. But unfortunately, some people got poisoned by some plants, and so they died. I was lucky that anything that I was able to eat at that point did not poison me. And so we move on with the journey. So within the other months, from the place that we had only less food, so what we were able to do is you could eat the maize dry and then drink water. So I used to have some of them in my pocket, then I'll eat them dry and drink water because there's not enough to cook. And so we approach a place. In this place, the commander was with us. He told us it's going to be like, we're going to cross a mini desert and there's no water. So everybody should carry as much water as they can. If you finish your water, that's the history. So each one of them had their bottle where they put the water in. And he told us when you feel thirsty, just take a sip and move on. And so the same day, like 12, like in the afternoon, the temperatures were hot, like up to 44 degrees Celsius. So like you could see like your body, like everybody was getting hot. Including the person who advised us, everybody finished the water. And now we're thirsty. So that whole day, there was no water. So we slept without water. We can't cook anything, no food. So everybody slept hungry, no water. In the morning, like the dew from the grass. So, you wake up in the morning like some dry, kind of like grass. So you put your hand on top of it and you lick it several times. So you put your hand and lick it several times. So I started tapping everybody, let's do that. So that's how we got our water for the day. And when we moved on, there was no food. So still the same thing. The second day, we were able to do the same. But the thing caught up with us. Most soldiers, like we're trained to be brother skipper. But we as human beings, when you have been pushed to your lowest form, you can't even kill your own brother for food, or you can kill your own friend just to survive and eat. At this point, other soldiers were so thirsty. Everyone began drinking their own urine. But here it went to a point that others will take a gun and put it in their fellow men, tell them, fill this little cup with urine, so they could drink it. Those who would drink it, it disturbed them on their throat. So they end up being uncomfortable, and then they just shoot themselves. In that journey, I had many voices in my head. I was scared I'm going to die now. There's no water. Should I just shoot myself? I don't want to be tortured by this kind of death. But another voice tell me, no, just move on. Things are going to be different, and die naturally. And so we moved on and we moved on, and we all gathered under one tree, so where everybody was waiting to die. Under that tree, we had a magician with us. We call him Bulletproof, because he had, other people say when you shoot him with the bullet fall down, but I've never done that, so I don't know how to believe what other soldiers are saying. And so he did his magic and he said, look, I'm going to bring rain. And so we all believe in him that he's going to bring rain. So we waited. The temperatures were hot. There was only that one tree, one big tree. And when you look at it, it's, how a savanna land where there's a lot of grass. In a dry season, you don't see the grass anymore. So when you stretch out and look, you cannot see the end. And so we have only one tree, and we're under that tree. And so there's another boy who said he's going to talk to his grandmother snake to bring us water. So he spoke to his grandmother snake. everybody began praying to different gods. Because this was the lowest form we have. I didn't want to take my life, but we said, what can we do? In my heart, my mother is where I learned a lot from. Because in the time of war, when the houses get attacked, when houses are burning and people are running, what my mother used to do with us is she never used to show a sign of fear. She used to, in our eyes, we see there is hope. The way she does things, she's telling us tomorrow is going to be different. Let's pray. And she'll cover us and hold us down to the ground. And we all believe in her, because if we see her scared and freaked out, then it means there's no hope. Every kid will run different direction. But her, when we look at her face, we get calm because she's not showing us she's scared. She was our leader at that moment. And maybe to put a name into this context now, I could call that courage. And so what I learned from my mom from the time I was a kid to when I was 7 has been registered in my memory, and they have helped me to survive everywhere I go. And so under that tree, I began remembering my mom. What does my mother used to do when there was a problem? When there was no food? When the war happened? What was she doing? How was her face looking like? So I would see my mom's face, and then after I see my mom, then I pray to my mom's God. And I say, God, give us water to drink. And so after a while, after 5 minutes under that tree, a cloud came. A cloud, small cloud, just on top of our tree. And it started raining. So 100 meters away from the tree was dry. But under the tree, there was water. And so what happened, everybody was excited. We collected water and we were all so happy and dancing. But we had a problem. We did not know whose God brought the water. So the magician said, it's my magic. It only took time before it came, but it worked. The guy from the snake said, it's my grandmother's snake. He has never betrayed us. We used to give him milk, and he performed miracles. So we left it there. So nobody gave thanks to any god, so we all left.